time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock a rhyme, to rock a rhyme. That's right, on time is tricky. How is it, D? It's tricky, tricky, tricky. It's tricky to rock a rhyme, rock a rhyme. That's right, on time is tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. In New York, the people talking try to make us rhyme. They really hawk, but we just walk because we have no time. And in the city, it's a pity cause we just can't hide. Tinted windows don't mean nothing, they know who's inside. It's tricky to rock around, to rock around. That's right, on time is tricky. How is it, D? Tricky, 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 tricky. It's tricky to rock around, to rock around. That's right, on time is tricky. Tricky, 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 huh? When I wake up, people take up mostly all of my time. I'm not singing, phone keep ringing, cause I make up a rhyme. I'm not bragging, people nagging, cause they think I'm a star. Always tearing what I'm wearing, I think they're going too far. Oh, girl named Carol follows Daryl every gig we play. Then dissed her and dismissed her, now she's shocking Jay. I ain't lying, girls be crying, cause I'm on TV. They even bother my poor father, cause he's down with me. It's tricky to rock around, to rock around. That's right, on time is tricky. How is that? Tricky, 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 tricky. It's tricky to rock around, to rock around. That's right, on time is tricky. We don't use assume on your own. They all fuck off and latch it, but we just leave it alone. It's like that, y'all. But we don't quit. You keep on rock, shock, cause this is it.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a he said my life's a bore. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Grasping to control, so I better hold on.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you were with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. Got a man. That's Rasheed Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 18 yards. And a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On first down, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, KC. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They send the tight end in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. Pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
They'll send Worthy in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. That is caught, side of the end zone. Rasheed Rice, touchdown Chiefs. That his first touchdowns this year. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Brown now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
4. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They get 20 on the connection. It's an Arizona first down. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 6. Pushed out to his left. He runs with it. Murray, the former baseball player, knows how to slide, and he does it here after picking up the first down. Here's Walker. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal. And he's in. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Cardinals. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
First and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Here's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always...
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Buda Baker. And the Cardinals will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 46, here's second down and 9. Murray going to hand this to Benson. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football as they've got it with first and 10. again with Benson. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Jabari Connor there on the stop. It is 2nd and 6. Back to the right side. Caught by McBride. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Out to his right. Off he goes.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal. Throwing Murray. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This from 30 yards out. Carlson's kick is good. And the Cardinals will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Here's a short throw caught by Wiley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Rolling to the left.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Mahomes now on second down. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Mahomes now to throw again. That is to Wiley, open on the left. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal. Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll have more from Glendale after this. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Right side, blocked by Wiley. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jared Wiley. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs are on top. It's 14-10. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Murray now to throw on first down. Back left side, that's the tight end, McBride. And he is out of bounds at the 45. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That one intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquil.
Mike, and as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play? And then the play after that. Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and we're going to get a good test of it right here.
From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. first and 10. Murray forced out wide. And try as he might, he will not get back to that line of scrimmage. They will force him out for a loss.
Mike, these are the plays that on the stat sheet, the offensive lineman, look at the quarterback a little sideways. He has a chance to just throw that ball out of bounds, but instead, he takes it out of bounds himself, and that goes on the stat sheet as a sack.
Oh, he's got a man open, and it's caught. It is a big gain for Arizona. 38 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10. They'll run here with Benson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
On first down, it's Murray. He's got it at about the 8. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Walker. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Backed up to the 3. It's second and goal. One more time with Walker. Good blocking, and he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Arizona. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Carlson's kick is good. And the Cardinals are back within 4. It's 21-17. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. First and 10 for Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's caught! And he will score! Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Throwing now, Murray on first down. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Walker. And he'll dive forward here, trying to get something out of that one. But it's not a whole lot. Here comes 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Murray. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. Is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's complete left side to Worthy. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The return starts from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And I'm up and down, just shy of the 40. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Murray. To the outside, catch made by Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. To throw again is Murray. Right back to Brown, he's got it again. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. A give, here's Benson. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down, 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Again, it's Benson. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Try it again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal. It's a designed run for Murray. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Walker. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Escaping to his left. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Finding room at midfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down. They send a receiver in motion left. Mahomes on 1st down. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. They'll try to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They'll send Worthy in motion. To the air once more. It's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Leo Chenal able to pursue and drop him for a big loss on 2nd and goal. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's a handoff to Walker. And he's able to fight through one tackle here. Pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Murray looking to throw. This one is brought in by Jarrett. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He's got his man complete to Wilson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Walker. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They go with Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game, Mike. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but slim might have went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And this is going nowhere. He's going backwards to the 4-yard line. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. Now timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. They'll drop to throw. Open man left side. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. second down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
On second down, Pacheco. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. This one all but over. Here's third down. Once again, it's Pacheco. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. First down. So, it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That
B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes. Joke, don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the